Thank you very much. Gwen just gave my speech when she introduced it. So I did want to tell you, Norma got sick today, like a lot of you have been. And we left a wonderful gathering this morning with friends who come from out of state. And she sat down and developed a 101.4 temperature. So I'm trying to find a place to go for the night. But I do thank you. Can you guys hear me in the back? I did write a few things. Norma had 4 pages, by the way. She said, will you give my speech for me? And I said, yes, and this is it. Thank you. That's really what she said to do. We practiced it. I was inspired by 2 people, Paul and Bird Power. Norma and I were inspired by our daughter, who was always in on this dream of mine to start a really active community group when I quit teaching, so that we could have year-round things at the theater, involve maybe all the kids that I had taught and their families. So it's a dream come true, really. Gwen was right. We started planning in 2006, the year after Sarah passed away. And in 2007, my great friend Diane Kirby got in on it with me. She was at Berea College in those days in the administration, and she encouraged me by saying that maybe we could put the theater in the old forestry building. I went to see President Larry Shin, who had always been very kind to me and Norma, and talked for 10 minutes. He jumped up, hugged me, shook my hand, said, let's do this thing. And that's how it started. The other thing that was wonderful, I was eating in a restaurant in town, Norma and I, and we ran into Marianne and Bill West. Bill West is a visionary. He really, truly is. Look at this place, what he's done, he and Marianne. And we were sitting there, and I told him what I was thinking about, and we were just chatting, and all of a sudden, he said, what are you thinking about it? So I took a napkin, I still have it, and I drew a floor plan for a theater, assuming we get a space. He says, that won't be a problem, I can do that for you. So at a dinner, off of my napkin drawing, he became our contractor. And then we did all those things that she described. The community just rolled out. The beauty for me in this was, and it was a lasting thing, it was one of the last things Larry Shin said to me before Lyle came on to be our president, was he said, you know, Eddie, when I look back on all this, one of the best things I ever did was for getting the Berea Arena Theater and the college together as a community. So it did work, and it's so important. If you're new to Berea, you may not know the total history of our town and how important the college is to it. We are internationally known and certainly nationally super recognized for our role in history, for our role in civil rights, for our role as an outstanding Berea College institution. I feel the need to say that sometimes now because of political season. In 10 seasons, we've done 54 shows, 70 special events. We've had 150 performers on stage, and we've had 100 people volunteer in support staff. Just out of curiosity, this is the teacher in me. I can't see you very well, but if you have attended or performed in or worked at Berea Arena Theater, would you mind just raising your hand? Look around the room, everybody. That's community. That's what we're talking about. So this recognition, we're so proud to get it. Norma was so excited, but it's bigger than Norma and me. It's all of this great activity that we've had out there. And I was going to read to you something from the inaugural program, but she said it all. I did get to learn to work a jackhammer, thanks to Phil. We tore out plumbing, we tore out electrical, we tore out a 30-foot concrete wall. You should see the pictures of Norma with a sledgehammer. It's amazing, very frightening, actually. We don't do home improvement projects together anymore. I wish you were here. I wanted to say, finally, that I think this event is an affirmation of a shared belief about the importance and the value of the arts and creativity and community. It's a reflection of the total human experience. And I would like to encourage everybody to be vigilant and protective of the arts and the humanities at a time when some political leaders and our legislators on state and national level are making proposals which will diminish the importance and the value of the arts. We need to safeguard it. I thank you guys very much for Norman and me and the whole community. Thank you so much.